Okay, welcome back everybody to part 2 of gain staging. So last time I just explained basically how I would go about gain staging, and I actually didn't show any audio examples or any of the meters after the gain staging had been applied. So basically I decided I'm going to make a part 2 just so you guys can see just about where the meters are reading at after I've applied my gain staging. And I'll probably go through some of the tracks just so you can see how much I cut out volume wise. So yeah, we'll take a look at it and at the track level, and then we'll go to the group level and I'll explain some of that. Okay, so we'll start the track at the beginning. We'll come down to the track level over here, and I'll just let it play. You can look at the meters, and I'll just kind of point out, without even talking, how much gain I reduced. So this might be pretty quiet. So you may need to turn up your headphones or your speakers or whatever you're listening to this through. And what I'll do is, when I stop the music, I'll give you a little bit of time to turn your speakers or your headphones back down, because when I talk again, it might end up killing your ears. So I'll give a little bit of time before I talk again. Okay, so let's go ahead and give it a listen.
So
Okay, so as you could see, pretty much for the most part, everything was turned down from minus 5 dB to minus 10. And I find that that's pretty much the range that you'll usually have to turn things down. Now, at the group level, I actually had to do some of that too. The only thing about doing this at the group level at this stage is that I haven't done any panning or balancing, so this will change eventually. So yeah, don't pay too much attention to this, because this was just to show you that before I start adding plugins on the group level, I would do this. But that being said, I haven't balanced this, so these meters would read differently depending on if I turned a track up or turned it down. So this is just an approximation. And as you could see on some of these tracks, like the lead vocal, I didn't turn it down at all, because yeah, this has a high peak of minus 6.9, but if you look at it during the verses and throughout most of the song, it's reading around minus 18. So you're never going to get it perfectly at minus 18 the whole time, which is fine. You just want it close. Some of the tracks, like the kick in here, during the verse, it was around like minus 20, and then in the chorus, it goes up to minus 14. That's fine. You just want it close to this minus 18 so you can be in the sweet spot of your plugins. So yeah, I just wanted to give you some audio examples of this, and so you could see this put into practice, because in the last video I just talked about it, and I know for me, I need to see it and hear it. So I hope that helped a little bit. And another thing I want to point out is that I didn't really show it in the video, but I was watching this before I started recording. For the most part, the stereo bus was at around minus 8, and it peaked around minus 5. And that's a great level to keep your mix bus at, if you're going to send it to mastering, or if you're going to master it yourself. I like to keep it between minus 10 and minus 6. Minus 5 is a little hotter than I usually like it, but I'm also going to compress this. As you've probably seen in my other video, my mix bus processing video, I add compression, and that'll even this out a bit. So yeah, the next video I plan on doing is actually the balancing video. So you could see how I would balance and pan this. Those might be separate videos, but that's what's coming next, balancing and panning. And then from there, I'll go into top-down mixing. So starting at the mix bus, going to the group level, and then the individual elements. So as far as individual elements, I'm gonna make a video for each one, like background vocals. I've already done lead vocals and piano, so maybe in one of the other videos I'll just touch up on that, just do a quick recap. And then guitar, bass, and drums, because although these are great, recorded very well, there's some things that I don't like the snare bottom is really distorted, which is great, but I definitely am not gonna have it turned up this loud. But it adds a nice sizzle to that. So once again, here I am going on a little bit of a tangent, but I like to keep you guys informed on what's coming next. So if you're subscribing to me, you can kind of have an idea what topics will be discussed. So as I always say, if you have any suggestions for me or something you want to learn, you can send me a message. Or if you want me to go over this this video in more detail, I'd be happy to do that. So if you liked this video, which I hope you did, give it a like. If you didn't like it, go ahead and dislike it. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion, as I always say. And if you really enjoyed this one, go ahead and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.